Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. We have some huge news. The Trump administration has struck an impressive blow to the Sinaloa drug cartel, one of the worst drug cartels in the entire world, and they are responsible for, you couldn't calculate the amount of damage they have done to this country and the lives they have ruined, and now the Trump administration is fighting back. We're going to get into all that and much more. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button so you always know when a new video is coming, and comment with your thoughts below. It really helps us boost in the algorithm and share the news about what's going on. So you guys are just as much a part of this as I am. Now let's get into it. So the Department of Justice announced on May 6th, I'm filming this on May 7th, that a massive bust had been made against the Sinaloa Cartel. And when you hear the details of this bust and the amount of things they found, it is nothing short of shocking. Let me go ahead and throw this up on the screen for you right now. It says federal authorities have arrested 16 individuals and seized record-breaking quantities of fentanyl, cash, firearms, and vehicles across multiple states, dismantling one of the largest and most dangerous drug trafficking organizations in U.S. history. This is a quote from Attorney General Pam Bondi. This historic drug seizure led by the DEA is a significant blow against the Sinaloa Cartel, again, either the worst or second worst cartel in the world, that removes poison from our streets and protects American citizens from the scourge of fentanyl. The Department of Justice will continue working with our law enforcement partners to dismantle every cartel network operating illegally in the United States. So keep in mind, this bust comes as the Trump administration has made it crystal clear that they have every intention of taking action against the cartels. Now, Mexico is stopping that action from happening south of the border. So, we'll hopefully get that figured out, because if these guys deserve to get greased. And if that means we got to go down there and do it on our own because the Mexicans won't help, then so be it. It is what it is. But now let's go through the list. I'll go ahead and again throw this up here on the screen for you guys. This is a list of different items that were seized during these raids against 5 different states. So Albuquerque, New Mexico, $610,000, 49 guns, 396 kilograms of that drug that starts with an F, fent, I can't say the whole thing because YouTube doesn't like that, 11.5 kilograms of fent powder, 1.5 kilograms of coke, 3.5 kilograms of heroin, 7 pounds of meth, and then a Ford Raptor in Denali, approximately valued at $140. Salem, Oregon, $2.8 million in U.S. currency, jewelry and 50 grand, 2 vehicles at $150,000. Layton, Utah, $780,000 in cash. Dodge TRX Mammoth, valued at $150 grand. Phoenix, Arizona, approximately $309,000 in money, $309,000 in money, 72 pounds of meth, 13 kilograms of fent, 2.4 pounds of heroin, 5 kilograms of cocaine. Vegas, there was an illegal alien arrested, $93,000 in cash, 2.7 kilograms of cocaine, 1 pound of meth. And it says that the ringleader or the leader of the drug trafficking organization is named Roberto Salazar Amaya. He is now in custody along with multiple other people, I believe 16 people total. And this is a quote from the U.S. Attorney Ryan Elston for the District of New Mexico. Our communities are safer today because of the tireless dedication and coordination among federal, state, tribal, and local law enforcement. By dismantling one of the largest and most dangerous fentanyl trafficking organizations in U.S. history, we have removed millions of lethal doses from our streets and sent a clear message: those who profit from poisoning our citizens will be held accountable. The fight continues, but this operation marks a decisive step in protecting families across the western United States. So the Trump administration, under the leadership of President Donald Trump and Attorney General Pam Bondi, have just done one of the biggest busts in the history of America. It is one of the most devastating blows to the drug cartels that has happened so far. Let's talk now about where it goes from here, what comes next, and what this means. So where do we go from here? What comes next? Just how important is this bust? If you hear some food sizzling off screen, my fiance is currently cooking something that smells delicious, so bear with me. I hope you're ready to eat just like I am. It smells great. But back to this. The reality is we haven't been able to kill any cartel leaders yet. And I know many of you watching this are just as frustrated and upset about that as I am. And again, the main roadblock to not being able to kill these scumbags is the Mexican government is, let's just say, not being very cooperative with going after them. That doesn't mean we can't do anything. The Sinaloa Cartel is a huge criminal enterprise. They have vast resources, vast stockpiles of the poison that they push into our community to harm our people, to hurt our fellow great citizens. And if we can't go down south of the border just yet and melt them down there, then we got to focus on taking care of them here. That's what the Trump administration is doing. They identified these alleged, you got to say alleged, cartel members working for the cartel, pushing their poison in our communities, their weapons, poison, whatever it might be. And they made a decision. We're going to strike these 5 states, these territories where these cartel members are, and we are going to get them off the streets. We're going to take away their money. I mean, millions of dollars were seized. We're going to take away their drugs, enough drugs to kill countless people were seized. Those are drugs that will no longer be in the community. Those are guns that will no longer be in the community. That's money that they can't spend on other stuff. Their vehicles were even taken. I mean, they got hammered. And it's a good step in the right direction. It's a blow that the Sinaloa Cartel will take some time to rebound from. That leads me to point 2. We have, I cannot stress this enough. We can take these measures here in America, and they're a good approach. They're great. We want these pieces of garbage off our streets. No question about it. I applaud everyone that was in this operation. They did a great job. But if we don't take them out south of the border, none of this really matters in the grand scheme of things, right? If they're allowed to just go south of the border and regroup, then they can just keep doing this over and over and over again. It's like when we were in Afghanistan and people would flood over the border to Pakistan, regroup, come back to Afghanistan, and we dealt with that for 20 years, 2 decades. You gotta go where the source of the problem is. And the source of the problem's in Mexico. It's not even up for debate. We know this to be true. We know this to be a fact. We know that what is going on in Mexico is the linchpin and the catalyst for all the pain and suffering happening here in America. If we don't attack down there, then really all we're doing is we're playing whack-a-mole up here with a Band-Aid approach. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm super happy these pieces of garbage are off the street. I'm super happy that the drugs they had are off the streets. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is this. If we don't strike south of the border, we'll just be doing this over and over and over again. You got to cut off the snake of the head. How do you do that? You do that by obliterating the drug cartels. You do that by flying in Black Hawks loaded with tier 1 shooters to send the message. There is nowhere on this planet you can hide that we cannot reach out and touch you. They need to live in fear every single day of their lives. They need to be looking over their shoulders every single day of their lives, wondering if big bad America is coming from today. If this is the last time they're going to wake up and draw breath. That's the mindset these scumbags need to be living with. And I certainly hope that's the mindset we're going to give them. And that's the action we're going to give them. We've allowed them to do this to our people for too long. This was a great step in the right direction. It is a big blow to the Sinaloa Cartel. Don't let anyone tell you it's not. But now it's time to go after the head of the snake. We got to take these people out. We need to grease them in a fashion that lets everyone know if you want to poison Americans, your days on this planet are numbered. And that's exactly how it should be. Comment with your thoughts on the bust and what the Trump administration can do next against the drug cartels. Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all next time.